that
Oh,
how it works?
oh, oh,
How does
oh.
it work?
We are live.
Nope. It says wait. Oh, are we? Oh, there's two people. I think that's us.
Yeah, we're doing good so far.
Yeah, I think we are doing good. Uh-oh,
Um,
Twin Cities! Twin City
it's
Guppies!
it it's like delayed 30 seconds or something. I think he had me set it up.
Oh, that's all good. Twin City Guppies is in the crib.
Oh,
Twin
yo,
City
yo.
Guppies, you are the man, guy.
There
So
we go.
tell me about Radical Reefs. I want to know about Radical Reefs.
All right. Well, so it's a obviously a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Um, I started. Well, I should say I'm trying to start and maintain a business. I was carrying some fish and stuff, but I think I'm mainly going to focus on coral, just because it's easier to ship. And being that we're in the location we are in, we are not allowed to technically be open to the public due to city regulations. So like that's why pretty much Rob's all online. But so for me, I was thinking it would just be easier to ship coral than fish. I mean, obviously you could do it, but the survival rate of shipping a coral compared to a fish is probably, I would say, night and day different.
What does that mean? 12 hours?
Yes, yes.
So I actually have a question because, as you know, I don't do saltwater, but do you have to take as much care with a coral as you would a fish? I mean, you still have to make sure the parameters are right, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's, just as important or probably honestly more important, like especially if you get into your higher end corals like acros and stuff like that. I mean, alkalinity and that kind of stuff's got to be pretty much spot on. A lot of people actually use dosers and higher end SPS tanks and whatnot, just so it'll constantly like stay that alkalinity and everything.
Okay. And then when they ship, do they have a longer viability than fish do, or is it kind of like
Um,
to whatever?
I would probably say yeah, honestly, just because like it's not really you have to worry about oxygen being in the bag or the container or you know what I mean. It's just basically as long as I would say it's kept at the right temperature,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, for like I would say no more than probably 2-3 days at max. Because if you think about it, like it's no different if somebody has an algae problem in their reef tank, and so what's the number one thing everybody does? Well, black it out for 3 days. You know what I mean? So
Fritz algicide, but that's okay.
or Fritz, yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, I mean the free way if you can't afford the Fritz is blackout. But
So you said you're going to sell them online. Have you already started, or what's the deal with that?
yeah, so I have a website. Obviously, it's just radicalreefs.com. There's a few pieces of coral and stuff on there. It's a work in progress. I've been working on the website for quite a while. Being that I work so many hours and pretty much every day at the steel mill, I don't really have as much time, and didn't have as much time as I'd like, and launched it a little late. It's website's only been live for probably a week or two now,
Okay.
so getting
So
there. I mean,
I have G's in the house. I have G. You don't even like saltwater, dude.
we take new welcomers every day. You know what I mean?
This that's what I'm talking about. John Edwards, IFG. Yes. So radicalreefs.com is the key. You've been, what do you say, 2 weeks?
I think it's been like a week and a half or so. Yeah, I don't think it's quite been 2 weeks yet. It might be close.
Are you satisfied with your website, or are you going to be working more on it?
I would say I'm satisfied. It's just it definitely need to focus on like adding more product and whatnot.
Okay.
I honestly just loaded like probably 15 or 20 corals and a couple of dry goods and stuff, and just launched it like just so
And
that way
sold
like I
out.
had
And sold out instantly.
instantly.
I mean,
Crazy.
radicalreefs.com. I mean, you can't keep anything in.
No, nothing. Yeah.
You're also being told you need to take out the trash behind you.
Yes. That is not my job here. But yes, it will be taken out this weekend.
So what made you decide that radicalreefs.com was the thing?
Well, I started out with cichlids probably about 3 years ago, maybe.
Okay. Best
And
decision you've ever made in your life, but carry on.
best decision?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I still love cichlids. A little side note, real quick. Cichlids, I got into cichlids because I always wanted to do saltwater, and people kind of like pushed me away from it. Oh, it's so hard. It's so expensive. Blah 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 blah. So I'm like, "Mm, well, there's a lot of sweet, colorful cichlids that are kind of similar to the saltwater world. So that's why I went with cichlids. Um, but yeah, so I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. Rob from Flip Aquatics came over,
He's a
and
turd. Rob is a turd, right?
yeah, huge turd. But he actually came over and helped me set up my fish room. I had 30 tanks going in my basement, all cichlids, all different types, peacocks, Tanganyikan, and Buna. I mean, a little bit of everything. And it just didn't pan out as much as I thought it would, I guess.
Money wise, you were trying to make money from it.
Well, yes and no. Um, Obviously, like I would sell the fry
Yeah.
once I had fry and whatnot, but I guess the upkeep was just more than I don't want to say I could handle. Like I could have done it, but it was just with work and a kid and life and everything else in general. I didn't have the time that it needed. I mean,
Okay.
stuff still bred, stuff still lived, like everything like that. But I ended up tearing it down probably like less than a year ago. It was better off for the fish, I guess I should say, to give them new homes. So
All right. Good for you.
yeah, but then so like with the saltwater, how I got into saltwater, honest to God story. My cousin and her boyfriend broke up. They had a little 20-gallon long saltwater tank. Well, he left and left her the fish tank.
Beautiful disaster.
Yeah. So my cousin calls me and she's like, "Hey, I got this saltwater tank. Do you want it?" And I'm like,
Does she sound like Beavis?
"Yes, just like that." And so I'm like, "Well, I'm clueless to saltwater. I've never done it, but I mean, a free tank and fish and stuff. Like, what's the worst that could happen? You kill it. I mean, what? Oh, okay." So I did it, and obviously, like, I did it fine. I did it well. I had the 20 long for a month or two, and I was like, "Yeah, this is just too small." Upgraded to a 40 breeder. Had that for a few months, and I was like, "Yeah, this is still too small." And then upgraded to a 75-gallon, and I had that for probably a year or two. And I actually just recently tore that down because I neglected it and moved everything here to the shop actually and set up a tank here. So
There seems to be a common theme here.
yeah,
Like you're building and then you're neglecting.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
it,
agree. I
yeah,
agree. I
yeah,
agree. Everyone that's in this right now, I guarantee, is doing the same thing
right.
because I think and people are probably not going to like that I say this, but you have a guy like Rob, right? Luke Diesel. He was crushing it in the beginning, right? He was doing his thing, and then he just woke up one day and he was like, "I'm the shrimp guy," right? He just wakes up, "I'm the shrimp guy," and he goes after it. And then Rob's probably, I don't even know how many tanks Rob has, but Rob has a like legit business. This is his income.
Yeah,
However, there is this secret like diddly doo thing in the hobby, and I believe it's probably in saltwater too, where somebody's like, they have one tank, it's like a 15-gallon, and they're just staring at it. And their spouse comes in and they're just like, "What are you doing with that? That doesn't make any money. It only takes away from us." And they're like, "I'm going to make this a business. I'm going to set up 40 tanks and I'm going to sell fish."
yeah,
And most of them do what you did, because then you realize, wow, I cannot be Mark Zuckerberg and make billions of dollars off of selling fish.
no, you can't.
And then you get frustrated with it because you're realizing that all the effort you're putting in, there's no ROI.
Right.
There's absolutely no ROI.
I guess a good point to that would be I didn't really enjoy it as much once it got to that point. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, 30 tanks. I mean, 30 is not really that big of a number, but
No, that's a big number for
right,
like a normal person. That's a big number.
right. So, I mean, it was a lot of work. Like, I mean, it was like everyday maintenance, cleaning, water changes, feeding, obviously. I mean, it's just stripping fish, putting eggs in a tumbler. I mean, it just, all the above. Like, it was just a lot of work.
So, what is the goal for your channel? So, not only your YouTube channel, Radical Reefs, but then www.radicalreefs.com. What is the ultimate goal? Because what do you do for a living right now?
I work at a steel mill. I do drop forging, and we make parts for trains.
And it sounds pretty legit. So I drop forge. I drop forge for a living. Like
Yeah.
I think you should lead every conversation with that.
Just everything. Right.
Hey, how's it going? I drop forge metal for a living.
Train parts.
Yeah, train parts. Just speak in very short sentences.
I think we should get serious for a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go.
Do I look better with those glasses on?
Ooh, I think everybody looks better with Fritz glasses on. I mean, I'm not really sure, but
I didn't ask about everybody. See, this is the problem in society
no.
today. I was asking about me.
Dude, hey, you look good no matter what, so don't even stress it.
Yes. So IFG said Steenfot Aquatics is the best channel on YouTube. Bob Steenfot, I would have to disagree. I would just think that if I'm watching his channel, I feel like I'm watching like the Teletubbies. Like there's too much of Bob Steenfot. Even though Bob, I really love you. I'm just razzing you. I really am. So Radical Reefs, you're doing drop forge steel for trains parts.
Yes. So I guess the main goal would be to get to where the point I could quit doing that and do this full time. Basically just have, the coral business and YouTube channel.
Okay. And are you grinding hard for that?
100% honest, as hard as I have time to, I guess. I mean, could I do better? Probably. I mean, everybody could do better at some way or some point, but I would say I'm content with where it's going and how it's going. But it could definitely go better and be better.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, you also have you're my boy Blue. You also have and I don't want to say advantage, because I don't think it's at all bad that anybody ever has somebody that they can go to for advice, not necessarily rely on, but go to for advice. You just happen to be in a very, very, very solid position with starting an online business, not in the same realm as flipaquatics.com, but you have that unique ability to almost lean on that whole business in a sense and say, what should I do in this case? There's really no competing because it's coral.
Right.
And you get to find out e-commerce from a dude that's doing e-commerce on a pretty high level. And I don't even care about numbers. The dude is selling shrimp.
Right. Yeah.
Like they're the big as my pinky nail. And then he's selling nanofish. I mean, he has a ton of stuff on there, but Rob and I never really communicated in the beginning. We would, like, oh, hey, great video, guy. Oh, this is good. Good stuff. Share, like, comment, all that stuff. Back when it was like really small.
Right.
And then when it had that like crazy bubble burst, sadly, I didn't watch Loop Diesel anymore. I didn't even know Loop Diesel became Flip Aquatics.
Okay.
Like straight up, I didn't, because I had removed myself. A lot of people would know that. And then when I was like, holy shrimp balls, like Rob is Flip Aquatics, used to be Loop Diesel. This dude went all in.
Oh, yeah. And
to see his growth is phenomenal. But then to have your unique ability to be in the kind of that same bubble, so to speak, like that's freaking awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, 100%, Rob's been a huge help. I mean, 100%, I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for Rob.
Yeah.
Would not.
Well, that's good.
Wouldn't even be close. You know what I mean? Radical Reefs wouldn't even be a thing.
That's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the idea, what you said. I'm going to get kind of cheesy. but you said you're content. One piece of advice is I would tell you never be content.
Right.
Some people will say that's a flaw of mine because I'm not content, but never be content in what you're doing. And as long, I put myself against the wall all the time because then I can only go forward.
Yeah.
And I think that you have the ability to do that. You have a good job. I'm sure it pays decently. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
Knowing you, you'd probably be like, screw this. I'll just go valet cars.
Yeah.
You know, like if it wasn't paying that well. My dad used to be a sheet metal fabricator for Translite, which also made parts for trains.
Okay.
So it's a decent paying job. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of hours, but I think you're on the right track. And I think radicalreefs.com is going to be a legit staple in terms of getting coral.
Yeah. I mean, that is, like I said, that's the main goal for sure. It's going to be a semi-slow process. Obviously uploading everything and getting everything listed on there and pictures. The main thing is just pictures of everything. You gotta get pictures. You gotta make sure they look good. Yeah, as funny as it sounds, like,
No,
but
I know.
I mean, like, being online, like, people want to see the coral. They want to see exactly what it's going to look like. They don't, you know what I mean?
So are you prepared for this? So northfinusa.com. I brought Northfin in from Canada. My main goal was to have enough money so that I can have my son via IVF. And then it was to continue to further the brand of Northfin, which hindsight didn't do a lot for me, if I'm going to be honest. I think this is the first time I've ever said that. But I like Darius, I like Northfin, and I like the brand itself. So I put a lot of effort into it. But what I didn't know is even the people you know are going to be the biggest ball busters in the industry. Come on, bro, you can't give me another 3% off. I do it to Rob all the time. I'm like, yo, Rob, I need some plants and a filter. And he's like, you're killing me. And I'm like, and I want them for free, Rob. And I want them to ship faster than Prime. Okay? Like that, we are just crappy consumers as fish keepers. And I will be the first one to stand on a soapbox and say, I am a crappy fish keeping consumer because I want everything dirt cheap. But I do go to every single one of my friends that has the product that I need. So I do support Flip. I don't have a reef tank yet, but I would definitely go to your website and say, I want a huge discount, and I'll send you nudes or something. Like I am willing to do.
Sold.
No, I mean, all jokes aside, I think that's one of the biggest things for me. It was like, I allowed myself, I think Rob does a good job of not doing this, but I allowed myself to be readily available at all times. And so it'd be like 11:30 at night and somebody'd be like, quick question regarding a pellet you sell. And although I'm super eager to help, you're like, it's 11:30.
Right.
There's like 700 billion videos, not even from me. Like, go support somebody else. Like IFG was in here, KG Cichlids is in here. A lot of these people, Kevin Richards, a lot of these guys, Flynn's Fish Forum, they all use Northfin. Go to one of their channels and watch a video, and then you'd respond and you'd be like, yeah, just use this. And they're like, oh, but how should I feed them? What? What do you mean how you should feed them? Like, salt bay that thing in there. I don't care how you do it. Like, just do it. It's yes, it is like that. That is one of the biggest obstacles I face in e-commerce because I want to provide the best shipping. I want to provide the best customer service. But how do you do that? How do you compete against a website? And for anybody that is listening, how does Radical Reefs, how does Flip, how does Northfin USA, how does anybody compete on a level where you're asking 700,000 questions, yet you jump to Amazon and you don't ask one singular question?
Right.
You never ask a question there because you're not going to get an answer. And you're like, I don't care. It's Prime and it's free. Except for the $120 you pay a year.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, Steamthought Jay has legit messaged me at 11:30 p.m. Yeah, but it wasn't for product, Bob. Like, seriously. Bob acts like he's like some like fish god or something. I don't know. I do love you, Bob.
Bob who? Or
Bob Steamthought?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no. It's true. I mean, you may not know him.
No, I do.
No, you don't. Just
Oh,
you don't.
No, Yeah, who's that? Somebody ban him. Moderator.
We don't even have a moderator, dude.
Oh,
This is your live, right?
Yeah,
Did you just call for a moderator?
I mean, I thought it sounded great.
No, it did sound great. Somebody said that they feed New Life Spectrum just to make me angry. Blocked, eternally blocked. Like, I'll never talk to them again. It even says right here, comment, I'm going to revoke this comment. Watch this. Oh, no, I can't. I'm not a moderator.
If I knew how to make you one, I would, but, you know.
Somebody said, if it was nudes, it's okay. So radicalreefs.com, Brian's Fish Tanks, what's going on, man? No, it's fish nudes. When you pull away the pectoral fin, like that's the hottest thing on the internet right now. Radicalreefs.com. How many products do you have available?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but I could tell you in the click of a button. You know what I mean?
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
You should be like, okay, gentlemen in the comments, I don't know where Radical Reefs wants to take this YouTube channel.
I mean, if you got fish nudes, I guess I'm in, but
it's not fish nudes that we're talking about here.
So, all right.
Of course, it was Bob Steenfot that decided that he was going to just go to left field with this. And,
right.
I'm offended. Oh my goodness. Well, while he's looking at his website, if you guys haven't watched the video today, the Malawi tank is looking super lush. My microphone is not looking good, but that Tanganyikan tank is looking great. And that aquarium behind me, that is no more next weekend. I'm done with it. And you're drinking a Mountain Dew, and I finished my beverage, and I'm stuck, empty.
Take 5. Be right back. What? Okay. Yeah. So, as of right now, there's 36 corals on there. I guess if you want to be technical, there's more because some of the coral I have, 3, 4, 5 of.
Okay.
But there's 36 different pieces of coral.
Oh! So is that like something new? Like it's not coral, it's corral.
Yeah.
Like welcome to my corral.
Yes, dude, love it.
Yeah.
But let me start with a drop forge train parts. All right. Let me start with that. Okay.
Hey, how's it going? Are you into salt? You're not into saltwater tanks. I drop forged steel for trains.
Yes.
I think that works.
That's probably a seller. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good like Tinder thing. How does Tinder work? Like, do you get to write like a bio?
I'm not sure, but
okay. Well, I think you should write that.
Yeah, we can figure this out. Noah Fuller. I have a few saltwater tanks that way. There's none in here on his. Is
that a desktop computer?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's all right.
No, it sucks because you can't show them the saltwater tank. At least I have pleasure behind my ugly face to show.
Right. I could do this. I have a little, beta cube on my desk.
Oh, that's fancy.
Hello. Yeah.
That is a lot of beautiful food, sir.
Oh, what? Oh, wow.
And just like that, Radical Reefs is a competitor.
Wow.
Kessel, man, please get on Jay's ass about not getting a saltwater tank. That's where I knew this name from. This dude is a troll. Like legit troll. Everywhere I go, whatever I do, this dude has something to say about me not having a saltwater tank. I have said it time and time again. I work at Fritz Aquatics, therefore I am setting up a saltwater tank. I've just finished setting up a Lake Tanganyikan tank for engineering, and then I'm going to set up a saltwater tank against my will.
Where are you getting your coral?
RadicalReefs.com. 80% off Memorial Day sale.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to. How many tanks do you have right now?
At the shop here?
Yeah.
6, 7, 8. I would say 8 tanks and like 1 display rack.
Okay. So I want you to tell people why they should subscribe to your channel and look at radicalreefs.com. My cup is empty, and it is not runneth over, and I need to runneth it over.
Okay, yeah, take 3. Okay. So yeah, radicalreefs.com. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you probably don't watch my channel. A lot of you are probably here from Jay's channel, which is, obviously all appreciated. Thank you for being here. But yeah, I mean, I kind of just do everything on my channel. I mean, I've got fish store tours, I've got trade show videos. I got videos on setting up some stuff in my room, setting up the fish rack, setting up the frag tank. I did set up. I had a sweet puffer tank, dogface puffer. Rest in peace. For some reason, the tank just crashed on me. I lost literally everything in the tank. It was terrible. I was very upset. But is what it is. Like, nothing you can do about it. It happens in the hobby, unfortunately. So just gotta rebuild and move on. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I don't know, my channel's pretty much just a bunch of random stuff. Like, it's saltwater, freshwater, whatever whatever the mood of the day is, I guess.
Well, that's good. I appreciated everything you just said about yourself.
Did I do good? Did I give you enough time?
Oh yeah, it's fine. I just realized that I don't have any more of what I wanted. Okay, so
basically you're telling me you need like 20 minutes to run to the store. All right. I don't know if I could talk that long, but
no, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. I'm reading through some comments. Some dude said that I complained about shipping North Fin to California. I never did that. I think the only thing that I had an issue with is I had to like write down on like the little form that said like, North Fin can be and may cause cancer known to the state of California or something like that. I think that's like pretty much everything. So I had to say that all the time, and I didn't want to say that. Bob Steenfott will get that joke, and yeah.
Oh, not to interrupt you, but
No, please.
I figured out how to make you a moderator. You are a moderator.
Yes, I see the little wrench. So victory is ours. So let's do this. You cannot call me a troll if I'm telling you to get a saltwater tank when you work for a major company that's known for making salt. Okay? Touche, guy. Touche. Doesn't mean I have to succumb to the pressure. If somebody works at the Gap and they buy a pair of jeans from Target, is that bad? Maybe they don't like Gap jeans. Maybe they chafe. I don't know. Radical Reefs videos are awesome. What's up, Jay? I'll check out Radical Reefs store once I get my big tank set up. He doesn't want to ship to California because I live there. Absolutely. I don't like you, Kevin Green. And I mean, at least we're on the same level of playing field here. So there is a lot of e-commerce in this video. You're sitting at Flip Aquatics.
Correct.
You have Radical Reefs.
Correct.
And I have Northfin USA. And I think everybody should go to all 3 of those websites, not simultaneously, but all of the time. If you're getting Northfin, that's where you should be going, northfinusa.com. If you're looking for coral stuff, you should be on radicalreefs.com. At least looking until he fully gets his stuff squared away. And then you should be at Flip Aquatics for pretty much everything else. The dude sells Fritz products. He sells Matin filters. He sells, clearly shrimp. Filters, test kits. The dude has pretty much everything.
Yeah. Anything you could think of.
Yeah. I actually want a bobblehead of Rob. Do you think he can get that going?
I will work on that for you and let you know.
Yeah, I legit want like a shrimp in his hand, and I just want to like smack it on my desk, and it's like.
All right. There's got to be a way to build a bobblehead.com or something. Like, it's got to be.
I'm pretty sure bobblehead.com is a thing. Twin City Guppy said chafing is a real thing. Kevin Green, I don't dislike you. I actually really like you. So don't take this personal. So what made you get into the fish keeping hobby? You said 3 years ago you started cichlids, right?
Well, I had fish tanks before that. I would say 3 to 4 years ago, I got into breeding part of the hobby.
Horrible road to go down if you're not ready.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. I had, I think, 6 tanks in my room, like a couple 40 longs and a couple 40 breeders, which was like the perfect amount. I think if I would have kept it at that amount of tanks and not just up and set up 30 tanks in my basement, it would have been a lot more fun.
Yeah.
And I might still be doing it. But I mean, to be honest, I have a 20-gallon long in my son's room. Um, I always forget the name of them. You have some actually. They're the buffalo head looking shell dweller. I think they're like a telemetachromis something.
Yeah, this is the only fish that I struggle with.
Yeah.
It's I know what you're talking about. It's Tantalachromis
Temporalis.
temporalis. You are right. Wiener head shell dweller.
Yes. So I do have a pair of them in my son's room, a 20 long, which I noticed some fry in there the other day. So I had to pick me up some North Fin fry starter. Like it's right there. Hello.
Did you steal it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, NorthFinUSA.com made me pay for it, but it is what it is. But no. So and then I have a 75-gallon tank in my basement, and it's got a breeding group of Impanga Reds.
Really?
And there's actually fry in there as well, but I just kind of let him go. There's like 6 or 7 fry. Any tank I ever had before, if I would have just let the mom spit the babies in the tank, every single one of them would get eaten.
Yeah.
So this tank, I wasn't really worried about the fry. So what do? I don't strip her. I just leave her in there. You know what I mean? Well,
Right.
yeah, I think literally every single one has survived. So you win some, you lose some. What are you gonna do?
I
But
think that's the way the universe works, right?
yeah, and then I also have a group of, I think there's 6 or 7 wild caught L134 plecos in there.
Oh.
Which I'm actually going to be setting up a 20 long specifically for them, just to get them in their own tank. I've had them for probably 3 years, and they've never bred for me. And I think it's just because I've always had something else in with them. I mean, the Impanga Reds, they don't bother them to say, but I just don't think they like sharing a tank with them. I mean, I don't know really what else it would be. I did talk to a guy the other day. He told me some stuff to try who breeds them regularly. Wow. But yeah, so he gave me some tips and pointers to try. So like I said, I'm gonna set up a 20 long for them. Because I don't have a fish tank in my room anymore, and it just kind of drives me crazy that like I literally have nothing and it's just boring. So
In your room? In
yeah,
your
like
bedroom?
my bedroom. Because
What?
I used to have my 75-gallon reef tank in my bedroom, and since I tore that down, it's just nothing.
I don't know how you do that.
You just set it up. Yeah.
No, I know physically how you did it. I don't know how you can like legit like this sump that I have on here. So I have a pretty massive sump. I have an FX6 and an FX4. I probably should have taken the FX4 off a long time ago, but whatever. It is loud. Can you hear it?
Honestly, no, I don't hear
Okay,
it.
well, that's good. Then this is probably good audio. But it is loud, dude. Like I walk into the house and I come into like the major area right here and I can hear it like
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
it's not peaceful.
Right.
Yeah, it provides way better filtration. And then there'll be guys who be like, well, I really love sumps and you got to learn to dampen the sound, bro. Let me show you. I have bought many of these. I have lined them. I have put them under. It still gurgles.
Yes.
I can't fix it. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. And if I had to do it all over again, I would not have a sump on that. But because the tank that I got was really inexpensive, I had to deal with the overflow box in there. I guess I could have still put a canister on there, but I wanted to try something different. And I regret it. But KG Cichlid says, what boxers do you wear to prevent chafing, Jay? Okay. Sax. SAXX. Deal with it. Have you ever had a Xanthochromis premaxillaris? Never. Never, ever, ever. Somebody said just keep the sump. No. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. Dampening that sound, man. I have all of the things to dampen. It is still loud. It is still loud. I don't know how to fix it.
For the loud part for you, is it the water from the overflow hitting the water in the sump, or is it just like you hear like the suction of it?
No, it's hitting the sump.
Okay. Well, can't you just like extend your pipe down into the water of the sump and get rid of that?
Reefs.com. Let me show you how this is operating. Let's see if this computer will legit show you. I don't know if it will. I'm going to take off my headphones for a second.
Can you hear me now? No, you can't hear me.
Can you see it? No?
Yeah. So it looks like the pipes do go all the way down into the water.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Those pipes go almost all the way down into their own space. I don't know if you can legit see that. This is really hard to hold this. But oh God! The tubing goes all the way down. It's like here. I don't know. I've tried everything. I've tried putting, this is not a plug to Flip Aquatics, but I legit bought mat and filter at flipaquatics.com because I was like, oh, okay, well, this should work. I'll just do this. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing works.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I was thinking that like you know the pipes were above water level of the sump, and that's why the splashing. But they're clearly below the water level.
A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like I've got the drilled hole inside the drain pipe. Like I have everything to make the sound less, but I guess maybe because I absolutely love like negative noise.
Yeah.
That even a little bit will bother me. But Jay wears filter socks to prevent chafing. Okay.
I'm not really sure how we got on this subject, but
what does this person say? You must have set it up as a Herbie. What's that? What's a Herbie? Or a Durso? You must have done a beam. What is all this?
I don't know.
Is this Noah Fuller? This is the reason why I haven't got into saltwater is because you guys just create names for things. You're like, hey, this is the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt setup for my saltwater sump refugium reef tank.
You didn't know? You didn't. Well,
it's just too much. It's too much.
It's crazy.
Now you must have done a Durso. Durso crazy because I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
And there's some guy just like looking in my yard.
Did you order a package?
No, I didn't. It's late. Kevin Richard said, I just keep it simple with FX6s. Touche, Kevin. Touche.
So I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Oh, you hate the FX6. Here it comes.
No, I don't. Canister filters don't bother me. I've never heard of sumps on a freshwater tank like until recently. Like somebody else was talking about it, and I'm
Really?
like, man, for what? Like for me, on my saltwater tank, like my sump, I keep everything in it. My GFO reactor, my protein skimmer, my heater, live rock with, some Chido and like macroalgae and a little refugium.
Okay, so I do the same thing. I just don't have Cheetos and I don't have a reactor in it. But I have a heater. I have a refugium, which is where my shrimp are from Flip Aquatics,
Nice.
and all my plants,
All right.
and my moss.
Do you see this face? It's blown away.
No, it's stoic. It's
Weird.
like you're not even phased by me trying to impress you with my sump setup skill.
I'm impressed. Yeah, but no, I
Good.
mean, just seriously, like I've never, I don't know, like I've just never heard of sumps on a freshwater. Or I guess I just never really thought they were necessary. Is the correct thing to say?
No, so I guess that's true, and it is kind of true and false. So if we're going to get kind of like into that realm, which is a good realm to get into, it is and it's not. So if you're keeping haps and peacocks, I'm feeding massive amounts of heavy protein food like Krill Pro, and they're getting bigger, they're crapping more. There's I think there's like 20-ish fish in there in like a 210. But they're larger fish. I have yet to do a water change on that tank. There are two things that I do that I think contribute to that. One is the 55-gallon sump underneath it.
Okay.
I have this like massive block of marine pure. I have a ton of plants and some shrimp and then some hijacking snails and then some assassin snails to kill the hijackers. And then I dose a bacteria twice a month to reduce the nitrates because it's kind of eating up the crap in the food that's left over. But I don't have one singular issue. I've done 2 water changes on the Tropheus tank, which has 2 FX6s. But like Kevin Green said, it does have minimal biological capacity in a sense. I could really get on a sciencey thing right now, but I'm not going to for the sheer fact of timing.
Okay.
So first of all, you and I talked more at Aquashella than we did ever before. And it turns out you're a cool dude.
Thank you.
I just thought you like dropped forged steel at a train place.
Yeah.
But in fact, like the first time I met you was Aquatic Experience Jersey. Even though they said it's New York, what a lie. It's New Jersey. It's at the Meadowlands.
New Jersey, yes.
And you were just like, probably wearing the same glasses. Just like,
yes, they. Well, I have a few pairs of these, but yes.
Oh, okay. And you were just chilling, man. You were just doing your thing. And I was like, who is that guy? like, what is he doing? He's just sitting down. And I forgot who told me, but they're like, oh, they didn't even tell me your name. They're like, that's Radical Reefs. I'm like, who's Radical Reefs? Like, I don't know saltwater. Like, who is that? And then kind of figured out who you were, which is not, this isn't part of the story, but then we actually like communicated quite often at Aquashella. Turns out like cool dude. And you've got this awesome YouTube channel. You've got a website that you're pursuing and it's pretty admirable. You got a son. I'm sure you didn't have it easy growing up. But just based on talking to you, but man, you need to freaking kill it. You need to go after radicalreefs.com. All these people in here, if they don't support you, then they're not my friend.
Oh,
they need to buy coral, even if they don't have a saltwater tank. They need to buy coral and then just donate it back to you.
Perfect. Yes.
That's a good idea. No, actually, I'm not going to draw a line in the sand. Somebody said, extend your pipe into your filter sock. It goes past the filter sock.
There's your problem. No, I don't know.
No, it has its own separate chamber. This is like an elite sump from well, I don't know the company. That sucks. But it's called the Freedom 400. Google that. It literally has hold on. No, you need to see this. America! It legit has stars on it. When I was looking for a sump, it said Freedom 400, and it's red, white, and blue, and it had this amazing star drain pipe-ish cover, which, no offense to this company since I didn't say their name, but really with the warping already, like, come on, guys. Like, this thing is like, meh. Yeah. So I don't know if I would ever do a sump again on a freshwater tank. I know there's a couple people that do, but Candy Overhaul, she retracted her comment. I think you shouldn't retract any comment. Just say what you say when you say it, you know? So Candy, say what you have to say. But no, seriously, check out radicalreefs.com. What do you want your, like, what's your spirit animal?
Probably Jay Wilson, but I mean, I'm not sure.
Take the sound pads off the wall and put them under your tank. Antonio Ortega, I greatly appreciate the advice. However, they were all under there. All of them. There's literally some still wedged under there. There's some behind the tank. There's some inside the canopy. They're everywhere. But no, I think that's pretty cool. Starting a website. It's been launched for like a week and a half, and we're doing this on your YouTube channel. So maybe we do this often. You just tell me.
I'm in.
Tell me when, and if I can do it, I'll freaking fire it up. Pro Clear Aquatic System. At least somebody pays attention to my videos.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards.
No, John Edwards is a good dude. I linked Radical Reefs. Oh, sweet. And realized I'm not a mod. Oops. No, that's okay, Candy. Link it. Check this out. I'll do it while talking. RadicalReefs.com. I think Candy is a mod in pretty much every single aquarium YouTube channel. She is a mod everywhere.
It won't let me make her a mod.
Because you blocked her. Remember what you told me?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I don't. Everybody else, it gives me like an option to where I could like.
He's probably modded out, honestly. Like I don't even know if that's a thing, but that's my number one guess.
Well, no, now there's other people doing it too. Maybe I'm at my mod limit. You know what I mean?
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Candy. So radicalreefs.com. Seriously, just check the site out. Even if you don't buy anything, go to it maybe once a day during lunch. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. And if you're not going to sell Northfin, are you?
No. No. I do have a couple Northfin products on there.
You son of a biscuit.
Yeah, let me show you. Well, tell you. Sorry.
Do you have krill? You have kelp? No?
I have you'll probably know where this came from. Funny story. Northfin Marine 1mm 20 gram.
Okay.
And Northfin soft coral food.
Oh, that's good for you. So if you need soft coral food, go check out radicalreefs.com. He's got soft coral food in stock. And for all of your other Northfin needs, northfinusa.com.
And pods too. I know a lot of people look for pods all the time. I have copepods on my site. Let's see. Tigrio oh wow, that's a big word. Hold on, rewind. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I have Tisby, and I think usually I call them like Tigger for short. But both copepods on my site, they actually ship free. So
ship free.
Yes.
Rob does not allow that.
Well, good thing it's radicalreefs.com and not flipaquatics.com.
No, seriously, if you are looking for saltwater stuff or you just want to check it out, go check out radicalreefs.com. Check out, subscribe, do the whole notification bell thing, Radical Reefs, and I'll plug myself. northfinusa.com, J-Wilson, JY-Wilson.com. You don't have to subscribe to me, but I did put out a sweet video today, and it's very clickbaity. Very clickbaity. However, there is something that is going away, and it is the last video. So check that out. And Jay, will you represent Fritz at Reef of Palooza, California this year? Noah Fuller, I'm going to do something for you. Let me prepare this. Dear Sean Hale, the keeper of all of the schedule to go to all of the conventions. My name is Jay Wilson, and I do support and social media for the company that you have helped to propel to the top, Fritz Aquatics. I am being requested by my one and only saltwater troll, Noah Fuller, to be at Reefapalooza, California. If you can find it in your heart to allow me to be there, not only would it make Noah happy, but it will also make me very happy. And I will buy you lunch or something. Thank you, Sean. Twice. No, not twice, just once. Oh. So somebody just said they're liking the new Northfin USA site. They're going to place their order probably tonight. #clickbait. Yes, the site is new. There's a lot of changes happening. So I'll talk about that real quick and not try to steal your thunder because that's messed up.
Dude, talk about it. Let's hear it.
Northfin USA started for the reason most people know it started, and if you don't know, it is legit on the website northfinusa.com. But I was just full beast mode on it. It did exactly what I needed it to do, and then I had so many things, like you talked about having 30 tanks and then life getting in the way. Life didn't necessarily get in the way. I put life in the way. And the idea was I was trying to focus on so many things, and one of my biggest things that I do that is probably not good is when I'm stressed or I've got a lot going on or I don't want to deal with something, I just keep piling on top of my plate. And I just keep doing, because then I have no time to think about any of the issues that I need to think about, right?
Correct.
And so the idea was I needed to kind of find a better balance. The website I was using was not very good. It was good, but there was a lot of different things. I put a lot of work into doing reward points and low cost shipping and all of this jazz. But in essence, it wasn't a true viable business. I was literally skimming by the skin of my teeth because I'm donating money here. I'm giving this away. I'm doing this. I'm doing so many things. And that's what I said earlier, like 11:30, like, oh, hey, can I get 27.5% off my next order? And it's like, what? Yeah, sure. You know, I'm basically paying them to take the food.
Right.
So when the new website was done, I had reached out to somebody and they kind of gave me guidance on what I should do and how we should do things. And so the fundamentals are the same. The ethical stuff is the same. The ability to get you product even faster has gotten better. Shipping price has remained the same. However, the threshold to get to free shipping has been elevated. You can thank USPS for that. Temporarily, rewards have been removed, and they may be removed for good because I think we can provide a better value through other products, which hopefully we'll have some more soon. So nothing has changed in the sense of what we're doing in the mission and how we do it. It's just some fundamental layers have changed a little bit. So check it out. Truthfully, I want to know what the deal is. I've been rocking northfinusa@gmail.com for the longest time, and this person was like, that is unprofessional. It needs to be store@northfinusa.com. Like instantly changed. And I kid you not, the first email that I got was, here's a list of things that are wrong with your website, but good job at switching your email to store@northfinusa.com. It's more professional, and I wish you would have done this 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Like, dude was legit. He gave like really good constructive criticism. There was a couple people that were like really upset. Like, now you're more expensive than Amazon. Yep, totally get it. I don't have $1 trillion worth. If I did, I would give everyone Northfin for free. I would literally buy Northfin. I would employ some people, and then I would give it away for free if I was worth $1 trillion. But I'm not.
Unfortunately.
Well, I don't even know. Maybe because maybe I'd be a douche, and I wouldn't even be like look at what's his name? What's Amazon's name? Somebody?
Anybody?
Come on, I'm drawing a blank. Hold on.
Candy. She's got to know.
Yeah, somebody knows. Who is? Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Take who is Amazon for 200?
Do you think Chemi Pure Blue is worth using? Come
Yes.
on, man. I've been using that since jump. It is like the perfect combination of Purigen and carbon. And people say, oh, I don't use charcoal. I don't use activated charcoal or carbon anymore. It's so old school. Well, look what it does. It's not old school. It actually can help your saltwater tank or your freshwater tank. Jeff Bezos. Nobody said it. I thought of it myself. Yes. I'm not Jeff Bezos. Did you see him when he was like selling books? He was like, on the Amazon.com. Like, it was just like this weird little dude. And then he's like worth $1 trillion. And he's like, I'm Jeff Bezos, Prime for everyone. Suck it. Automatic driving trucks to deliver your packages. Like, he just became a whole different person.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be that, but I would give Rich Bezos. Actually, it's Jeff, but thanks. I already thought of it. And I feel extremely, somebody said bozo. So yeah, there is e-commerce within our hobby. And I'll be that person that says, if you are going directly to Amazon, before you go to a YouTuber's e-commerce account, or you go to, a friend's e-commerce account, and then you compare prices, when you invite them over for a barbecue and they bring you Walmart expired potato salad, you deserved it. Like, legit. Like, that is, like, I'm not going to go. So there's a couple people that I know that sell shrimp, right? I go to Flip, I go to this other person, and I don't even compare prices. I will legit not even go to that person's website, and I'll just say, hey, dude, do you have this available, and can I get it from you? I want to help you out. And then I'll just go to Flip's website, and I'll just buy whatever I need to buy to support them before I go anywhere else. And I think that's what, as a community, I think we need to start thinking about and getting to. Like, we look at Northfin as a $1 billion company, right? Like, the man, I don't own Northfin. I own Northfin USA. I don't own Northfin itself. But I have been to the factory. I know the family. They're not worth billions. If they were worth billions, I would not be sitting here on the computer with Radical Reefs right now. I would be in like some villa overlooking the water, reaping the benefits of helping $1 billion company.
With Radical Reefs.
Yeah, sure. You can come. I mean, I can. Yeah. My interest for that hour would pay for your flight.
I mean, you can only drink so many mojitos. So
no, I think I can drink a lot of mojitos. So I think that's the idea. Is, everybody will go to, Walmart or PetSmart or Petco, et cetera, and then you ask them why, and they're like, oh my God, Northfin USA was just, it was too expensive. And so then you'll cost compare, and it was like 7 cents, right? It was like 7 cents was the difference.
Right.
And in the end, when your product was jacked up, you contact Northfin USA and you're like, so I got a problem with my product. And honestly, I used to take all of those. And then I got to the point where I was like, where did you get your food? Amazon, Walmart, eBay, back alleyway, behind your local fish store, like wherever you got it, go back to that person. Because although I want to help you, my attention should be completely focused to the people that are supporting me, my friends, my family, not somebody that likes the food but wanted to save a nickel and went to backdoor Amazon truckdrop.com and got their stuff. So when they want good coral, they should go to Radical Reefs. When they want shrimp, they should go to flipaquatics.com. When they want Northfin, they should go to northfinusa.com. Or if you want coral food, go to Radical Reefs. I'll throw in a plug for that one. But yeah, I think that's the idea. Setting up a 110-gallon extra high. Need to order filters tomorrow. What do you recommend? I recommend anything that you can afford. However, I will plug the company I work for because my favorite product from them is Turbo Start 700. If it is freshwater, Turbo Start 900 if it is saltwater. There's nothing better. Nothing better.
I think he wants to know, what filters do you recommend?
I just said whatever you can afford.
Well, let's give him a cheap, medium, expensive.
Sun is the cheap. I highly recommend it. Everybody may disagree with me, but I recommend it.
Sun canister filter.
Correct. Not a hang on the back. I don't like hang on the backs. They're annoying. Mid-range? I don't think there's a mid-range.
Okay. Expensive? FX6, FX4.
Yeah, I mean, they're really expensive. They can get silly. There's probably some better ones out there than that, but we probably can't afford them.
Right. So
I would go after a Sun. You could probably get like a 304B, which I call 304 Bravo. You could probably get that anywhere because most stores don't sell them because local fish stores are like, it's cheap. You're missing out. Like, you're legit missing out.
Yeah, no, excuse me. I'm pretty sure I actually had one back in the day, and they're legit. I mean, honest to God, they looked exactly. I think it was an aqua top I had.
It is. So aqua top, and then this is a sweet story. There's three underneath that tank, by the way. Sun Suns. Um, aqua top and Sun Sun. I don't know if they still are, but at one time were made in the same factory in China.
Yeah, I would believe that 100% because they seriously looked exactly the same,
Yeah.
except the one that said aqua top was about $250 more.
Yeah, and I think it was like GFI or whatever rated, something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, I was super upset because I bought one of the Aquatop ones, and I literally think I paid like 260 or $270 for it. Like it was absolutely ridiculous at a local fish store here.
Yep.
And then like months later, I realized you could get Sun Suns for like $80,
No,
$100.
that's says how about a real loud sump? Yeah, if you want a filtration device, you can come and have this. Because then I'll just move the fluvels on there. What did this person said about Eheim is the most expensive? Yeah, but Eheim's quality has kind of degraded over time. We're not going to talk about that a lot, but I think they've degraded over time. So I would probably go Sun Sun. And if Eheim is going to be your top most expensive, it would be Fluval or Eheim. I mean, that's my opinion on canisters.
Yeah. I will say I do use Eheim heaters.
Okay.
I like their heaters. I use them in all my tanks in my salt room here at the shop.
Yeah, I don't use heaters anymore. Even the one that's in there is not an Eheim, but it's off. It's just
Yeah.
laying there like an idiot.
Yeah, so like I try and keep my room around 72 to 74 degrees, and my tanks I prefer them around 80. So it would be a hot mess if I kept that room at like 80 degrees to just heat all the tanks. So
Absolutely. So I
that's
do. That is true because it
yeah.
probably costs you a lot of money, especially in Ohio.
Yeah. So I mean that's the only reason I use heaters. But I will say when I had my fish room, I did not use heaters. I just used a heater to
Yep.
heat the room.
That's what I do. Right behind me, put the space heater in there. That's it,
Yeah.
and it works out. So, dude, it was fun.
Yeah, dude. We had a good time.
RadicalReefs.com. I had some audio issues in the beginning.
Yeah,
Um,
we figured it out.
yeah, we did. I think you need to figure out how to get a tank behind you, though.
Yeah. True story. I was honestly thinking about a green screen, like hanging from the ceiling,
Yeah.
but I didn't have time to do all that.
No, that's all right.
So, I'm thinking next live stream there'll be the maybe the MGM Grand behind me. I don't
Whoa.
know.
Whoa, that's crazy. Or how
Yeah,
about the Georgia Aquarium?
you never know.
Like this, guys, you never know. This is something that could get really interesting. So, yeah, dude, if you ever want to do this again, you let me know. I already told you I was down. If I've got time, I will gladly sit here and chit chat with you about fish, with people about whatever. But again, radicalreefs.com, flipaquatics.com, northfinusa.com, jay-wilson.com. Do you have Instagram or anything for Radical Reefs?
Yeah. Instagram, Facebook, both just Radical Reefs.
What? Let me just go ahead and be the guy that follows Radical Reefs on Instagram right now. Hold on. I'm going to prove it. Boom. Radical Reefs.
Wow.
And I was not followed. I am a crappy person.
I do follow you on my personal page. Just
Oh,
just not my
just not your Radical Reefs?
yeah,
That's messed up.
apparently. I
That's
don't know
messed up.
why. I just got a new phone today, so like it's updated like 12 times already. And I'm not sure how many more updates we can do.
Oh, it's
But
probably an Android. That's why.
yeah, Note 9. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the problem. It's just getting ready to blow up on you.
I used to like you. Weird.
Dude, it's legit. At some point, I'll be in Ohio. I'll come hang out.
Yes,
If,
dude, absolutely.
if not, I'll see you at Aquashella, Chicago.
Yeah, what's first, Aquashella or Aquatic Experience? Are you going to that as well, or?
Yeah, I thought Aquashella is in October, right? Or August, September, and then aquatic experience is in October.
Something like that. That sounds about right. Yeah. I mean, I plan on being at both. So
Actually, you should plan at being at the OCA, the Ohio Cichlid Extravaganza. That is in November, and that is in Ohio, in Strongsville.
Cleveland.
And if Rob's not there, I will physically go get him and bring him here. Well, to Strongsville when I'm there.
Yeah, don't bring them to where you're at. That's a long ways away.
No, it really is. All right, dude. You enjoy
All
your night. Go
All
have
right,
fun
brother.
drop forging steel, and I'll hit you on the flip side.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's the Radical Reef side. All right, dude.
Later, buddy.
Later.
Well, I guess that wraps that up. Anybody who tuned in, I appreciate you who tuned in. I noticed I had a few new subscribers. I appreciate that as well. I'm going to sign off here myself, and you guys have a good night. Thank you for watching.